Yeah, fall back too close. You ain't even on me. Trust my.
We're rolling, baby. We're gonna show you some of the jobs we're working on right now. This is one that was whacked in the rear. It's just a Dodge Caravan that I'm building for some of the buddies because they do some permanent lighting. But it was a hit in the rear. Whoever owned this before did a shizzy repair, and that's why it's full of body filler. So we're cutting out the quarter and welding in a new one. And the slowest part is just waiting on parts, which sucks. And that's why it's still looking like this, because that's supposed to come in the next few days. 24 GMC 2500. This one's dope. I'll show you real quick. This one, whoever had it before, this is a California truck, whacked, I don't know what the heck he whacked, but like this whole side we're gonna do. But we got all the new parts coming in. These wheels are fat. We got the new Pro Comp suspension and lift kit. Got the Fox shocks up front and on the rear, obviously. But dope truck. I love this thing. Great truck.
Great truck, brother.
Great truck. But this is the yard. We're still getting everything moved in and dialed because we just moved from the previous shop. But everything is all over the place still because of that. So we'll give you a little toolbox tour. Because that's all you care about. That's why you're clicking on the video, right? But this is a nice little hobo freight special. I think it's better to buy a cheaper box that does the job and invest the money in the tools rather than freaking paying 20 grand for a snap-on box. I think anyone's doing that's out of their mind. But this is what we're working with on the top drawer. I just got the Milwaukee sockets. I like these because they're squared off. But impact sockets, just I think they're Nikos. Just bought them off Amazon. Good little set because it came with these as well, the wobblies. And they don't skip, so those go all the way from 8 mil up to 19 mil, no skips. And then same with the impact from 8 to 19, so you get another one. Oh, this is 8 as well. But a lot of these are koken. Got some snap-on stuff too. I think it's okay to buy snap-on if you're buying stuff that you actually need snap-on. Like these ratchets are fire, dude. I love these. Like, just listen to that. Oh my gosh.
Some ASMR.
Look at that. But, so we've got some snappy ratchets. Quarter drive flex. I like that one a lot. These koken ones are pretty dope. This is a 1/4 inch drive, but it has or 1/4 inch body with the 3/8 drive. Listen to that. Sheesh. That one's sick. I use that one a lot. I just got this one. But these are dope. Little snappy 1/4 inch. And then we got the pink 3/8 flex head snappy, which is sick. And then this one, my dad actually gave me. He found it. I don't know where he found it in his box. I don't know where he got it, but it's an old flexi snap. But the locking head's broke. It's leaking all over me. But that's it as far as ratchets go. Those are like the go-tos. This is a lifesaver. I just got this one not too long ago. Fuck. It's just the impact. It came with this other, where is it? This guy, this set. That was a good set. They had a deal on that. But my go-to stuff's just on the top drawer, the stuff I'm always using. And I've got these Tecton E Torx, the inverted torque set, which is right here. Got to have these for these nice poo cars. And then koken hex drive bits, and they have the locking setup on that, so it holds the hex bolt on there so you don't drop it. I don't have any hex bolts to show you an example, but same type of thing on their other sockets, which are right here. If I can get these out, I need to get better socket organization. These are just what I'm working with right now, but it has a coiled wire that wraps around and then a ball bearing inside that holds the bolt. Let's see if I have a, I'll show you with the 10 mil. Where's she at? But yeah, this system of organization is not the best, because those sockets that come with the koken ones suck. But so that locks it in. So if you're trying to put the bolt into a hard to reach spot, you don't have to worry about dropping it. That's some gas. And then it's not magnetic like these ones, where the magnetic ones pick up a bunch of metal shavings. So, I mean, you need a, there's a time and place for all of them, but anywho. But that's it for this. This thing is actually super nice. I use this all the time. Just a little hobo freight special. Use this for a lot of the fender liners. And got a bunch of other random crap up here. This is the screwdriver drawer, chisel drawer, pry bar drawer. These are sick. Screwdrivers, you gotta have good ones. I wish, honestly, with the Tecton ones, I'm not that impressed. Just because the flatheads are not as, let me show you an example, like with this snap-on one. Oh, that's not a very good example. But these flatheads, they're just so-so. But their picks and little mini pry bars are awesome. I use these every day. These are glorious. And these picks for getting like connectors out, super convenient. And they're USA made, baby. And these are awesome. These were originally made for aircraft panels, when you're just like aviation pry bars or whatever you call them.
That's sick.
But these are on Amazon. You can get them a lot cheaper than the Blue Point ones. Vessel screwdriver set, the one I was already showing you. These are awesome. They're for your Japanese screws. Yeah, it's nice having those, the JIS, but it really doesn't make that big of a difference, to be honest. And then these pry bars are from Tecton. They are so-so. Honestly, I like these Craftsman ones better. Just a Lowe's special versus these Tectons. I mean, the Tectons have the striking backs, which is nice, but they just flex. I feel like they have a little bit more flex than the Craftsman, and the Craftsman were actually cheaper. And then just some Husky scrapers. I need to get a better set. Those have been good for now, though. And then wrenches. These are the same as the Mac RBRT flank drives. They have teeth in there, but they're like way cheaper. But the exact same thing, just remanufactured. They're actually, I believe they, USAG or USAG, however you want to say it, or Facom or Facom, however you pronounce that. One of those two are the original manufacturers, but I got this like whole set 19 to 8mm, no skips. It was like 180 versus go look up the freaking Mac price for the exact same thing. They're retarded. It's like $500. And then I just bought these icons. They were a return, so I got them crazy cheap. I can't remember the exact price, but they've been good. Not the best, but good enough. And same with these, the flex head. These are nice. The one problem with these I don't like with the buttons is when you're in a tight spot. Like for instance on this Acura, I was doing the airbag module and it's going to be kind of hard to see, but that 10 mil back there, I was using this because it was super small, super thin to get back there and easier. And so every time I would bump into this portion right here, this little brace, it would flip, it would push this in, so then it would start reversing the other way, which was a nightmare. So Snap-on has the ones where you can flip the direction on top. If you have the money, those are way worth it, because that system, it works for most things, but when you get into tight spots like that, it's a nightmare. It sucks. But this scanner, glorious. This was like $5 grand, super dope scanner. It does it pretty much everything. You can program keys with it. We do that, and a bunch of other shiz. But compared to the Snap-on scanners, that thing does a lot more, and it's way cheaper. And then this drawer's empty. I just got this box. I'm still adding stuff, but this is just the overflow, impact driver, and the drill. This is the big boys. Use this like every day for the frame machine and lugs. Obviously taking wheels off, but the frame machine's not here yet. It's gonna go in that corner. And then just bought this, haven't even used it yet. The good old snappy air hammer. I'm gonna be hyped on that. And I just bought the Ingersoll Rand chisel bits, air hammer bits, not chisel bits, but the air hammer bits, because the Snap-on ones were like, for the set, like, I don't know, a few $100s. I got this for $30. It's gonna do the same thing. And then I use this all the time, cutting off panels like this. Cutting off the quarter. Use this. This is my go-to versus the air one. It goes through batteries like crazy though, so make sure you got batteries stacked up. Then this is overflow. Tekton had these bits on sale. They were like, I think for this whole thing it was $80, $85, and it came with the Torx tampered proof ones. When you have the little, whatever you call it, the little indentation on the star bits when you're trying to take those out, and then just your standard Torx bits. The one thing is these are half-inch drive, and I don't really use half-inch, but it's nice when you need it because the inverted bits came with that set as well. For $80, you can't beat that. And Tekton's good. I like it. Made in USA. They've been fine. But this is some overflow triple squares. Cheap Amazon kit. Same brand as my impacts up here. These are just some random hammers that my body hammers are in that. I'll show you that in a second, but Tekton dead blow mallet, and then this is just a Hobo Freight special. It's been good. And then a nice little 3-pound Milwaukee. The good old plier drawer. These are awesome. Snap-on wire strippers and crimpers. I use these all the time. These good old snips from Snap-on. Great set. And then Knipex, however you want to pronounce it. I use these every day. These are like glorious when you're trying to do, I use these a lot for doing air fittings. Like whenever I'm adding new air hose bits to my air tools, I just use these versus crescent wrenches because it's way quicker. But good set. I like these a lot. And this is just a Hobo Freight, a Knipex knockoff. It's Doyle. These have been fine. I haven't screwed up too much. The one thing I will say is the Knipex brand, their teeth does not wear off, obviously, near as quick as these. These have been, like the teeth have just rounded off super quick. I don't know if you can see, but they're not near as sharp. And can't remember what these ones are exactly called, but the Knipex, there's the part number. These are glorious when you're trying to bite onto something or if your threads are rounded off. Just bite onto these. That sucker's coming out. And then this is I bought these for all the Hondas that we do for those push pin clips. This was just from Harbor Freight. Random needle nose, other stuff, good. These are awesome for clips, like plastic push clips. Taking these off, if they're broken, you can snip these off too, because they're super sharp. And then these, I use these almost every day too. But other than that, those are like the main ones. These are just overflow. This is random drill bits, and then your extractor bits. Funny enough, I just found this in a car that was rebuilding that I bought, and yeah, that was a good little find. Then these, if I can get these off, these are always a pain to get out. Just some more extractor bits, but those are nice. And the Milwaukee solder gun's super good. I like that a lot. And then this is extensions, markers, some of my dent tools, the PDR tools. You can swap out the bits. For the money, this little kit was like pretty good, just off Amazon. Not the best, but good enough. But that's like the main cart that I roll around to each car. And that's what I like, having the work top versus, like, this used to be the roll around one I had, but I converted this into my Bodywork cart, so it's got all my sandpaper and all that crap. This is my like buffing section. This is all the toll cut Kovacs papers, which are the best in the game, I think. And these little blocks that come with that kit. This tool is like super good for runs in clear, but you drop that and it's game over. That's why they have the little lanyard with it. But use that a lot for denibbing clear. And wet sandpaper, it's just Meguiar's stuff. It's really good for the price. And then Mirka sandpaper this is their base cut line. It's pretty good, no complaints. And then obviously the Scotch-Brites. The tape drawer. And then 3-inch sandpaper. Astro, is this Astro? No. This is just a brand that my paint store recommended for. Honestly, super impressed with these papers for the price. Never had them until they recommended them. And they're pretty good. And honestly, anybody that's buying the 3M discs, these Rolock ones, just buy the Norton. If you're going any 80 grit or lower, just buy the Norton. I've had both. I have the 3M set right here. These suckers, this is 36 grit, this is 80 grit obviously, but Nortons do not explode near as much as the 3M ones. And obviously you gotta be mindful, not be whacking stuff, but these go through way quicker than these Nortons. If it's 80 grit or lower, higher than 3M ones are higher grit, the 3M ones are better, but that's that stuff. This drawer is my block drawer for primer and body filler. Just easy. This drawer I skipped, but this is the grinding drawer, so it's got like grinding discs. It's got a bunch of other stuff, rubber wheel, eraser wheel. Then this is my other buffing drawer where I have my other like air tools, 3-inch Astro. Oh, this is the Onyx. I think Astro makes this as well, but it's been good. This is like the best, I think, for cutting your clear, paired with their Super Bufflex and Super Acrylics pads. These are amazing. I use these every day. And then I was in this Facebook group and somebody was saying that the Hercules stuff is pretty decent, just from Harbor Freight, and so I wanted to try it for the price, and it does not compare at all to the Kovacs stuff, but for the price it's good. Probably wouldn't buy it again though. This AirCat little it's like a little oscillating tool that if you're trying to sand like some crappy spots, like for instance right here, this is like the best tool for that section. It just buzzes it down super quick. You can do body filler, primer, all that stuff. And then this is just a Harbor Freight special, whatever you call it, belt sander. This has been good. I've had this for almost 2 years, and it's held up. Can't complain. So that's that drawer. Oops. Or that cart. This is my body hammer cart. So my hammer and dolly set. This set was dope. I actually love these hammers, made by Covell. And it came in, it was a kit that was like, oh, I can't remember how much. It was like just around $400 I think when I bought it. It comes with all the hammer and dollies that you'll need, except for, I wish it came with the door skin hammer, but I'll probably just buy the Martin one. This is a Martin slapping spoon. I like these a lot when you're doing bodywork. A lot of people don't really use these too much anymore, but I was taught with them, so I like them. And these, if you're trying to buy any of these panel splitters, or whatever you want to call them, the panel, I'm blanking on what you even call them, but I bought this off Amazon, and it's just way too thick. If you can see the difference. This is like, I don't know what they were thinking. I need to like grind these down and make them super thin, but this has been the one. This is Lyle. This is off Amazon as well, but Lyle brand. And it's been beat the crap out of. But if you're looking for a good set of hammer and dollies, these are awesome for the price. Can't beat them. And then a little spot welder. That's just like the Dent Fix knockoff. It's been good for what it is. The Dent Fix one's a lot better, but can't complain. Trying to think of what else we've got. That toolbox is just overflow right now. It's a mess. It's just got a bunch of miscellaneous tools around. I guess I can show you some of this stuff. And everything's a mess right now because we just moved shops, like I said. Nice little Milwaukee chainsaw. But I just bought this. This has been sweet. The Milwaukee rotary polisher. And this is my other polishing setup. We got the Flex mini one. And this has been really good because you can swap out for the rotary bit or the DA bit, which is this. And you can do 1 inch to 3 inch pads. This is my rotary rupes polisher. This was like just under $500 when I bought it. I love that one. That thing's a beast. And then I just use rupes polish. I like it a lot. And a bunch of their pads. That's that stuff. This is like overflow drill bits and snap-on rethreading kit. This has been nice to have. I had to use this on some of my frame machine bolts that were like got a little messed up. Use this and help. Probably need to put that in the main box, but we'll leave it over here for now. If I can get it back in. This right here. This is what I have my paint guns in. The Vilbus DV1 clear coat gun. This has been awesome. I love this gun a lot. And it has the digital gauge, which is super nice. The base coat gun. I bought this in a kit. It came with the smart repair gun as well. I haven't used this as much as I thought I would. I honestly keep going back to this one even on the smart repairs. I feel like I can blend out the color a lot better than using this. And then I had to try out the Black Widow from Hobo Freight. And for the price, I mean, this gun is good. I've just made it my primer and sealer gun. But it's honestly been great for what it is. Lays down good. So that's where I've kept these until I get the mixing room ready, which is going to be that 40-foot shipping container. It'll be sick. So yeah, it's a good little tour of all the shiz.
There's the shipping container.
That's going to be a little paint booth, shipping container, paint room. Welcome to the big old mess. These are going to be the airlines that we'll make a video on that we're going to set, which are a pain in the butt to freaking straighten. That's why I bought this. And this thing almost cost as much as the whole kit, which is ridiculous. But that's it. That's a little toolbox tour for you guys. This is the setup I've got right now, and it's been so-so. We got to still dial it in and find a better system on how to organize everything, but boom.
And then a day over me.